Hey, Owen Bryan from Bear Bull Traders, Wednesday, December 2nd. So this is midweek, so we take a look at where we've gone so far this week and try to project where we might be headed for the remainder of the week here. So let's get into it, and we'll start with the transports. Obviously, a bit of an update today after this. We've been having this bit of a pullback after making this all-time high, and had a pretty good day on volume. Stochastics turning down a little bit here, but again, this might be a flag and we could be heading higher. So trend is still your friend, and the trend is still upwards on the transports, which always like to see that to confirm moves in the Dow and some of the other indexes. And you can see here talking about uptrends, we've got continuation move in the 10-year Treasury, and interest rates still going higher here. Bond yields dropping, not bond yields, bond prices are dropping, and it looks like we're going to head to, this time we're maybe going to head up to 1. So interest rates on the rise, and I believe it's partly because of maybe there's some inflation showing up here. And the Dow again, we're just kind of chopping in a range, but it looks like one of the traders emailed me and asked me if we were doing an ascending triangle on the SPY. We'll get to that in a minute. It does kind of look like an ascending triangle pattern even on the Dow. You've got this level here that it's trying to break out from, and we're making a series of higher lows. So this 30,000 that we breached already could be back in sight, and you can see December usually is a good season for the indexes, for the markets. So bit less volume today. Stochastics are certainly rolling over a little bit. So after breaking that 30,000, maybe we're just going to take a bit of a pause here. Again, same comment for the IWM, the small caps. Declining volume today. Stochastics rolling over a bit. RSI, same thing, but doesn't necessarily mean we're heading lower. We're probably going to end up churning sideways a little bit, like we did back here. You don't see a big sell-off here. The Qs looks like an all-time high on the Qs, up 0.13% today, and RSI strengthening. Volume was decent. Stochastics are a little bit overbought here, but MACD continuing to head up, so it looks like the Qs are going to continue to lead us higher here. And I mentioned that last on the weekend that watch for technology to lead us on the way up. And again, the SPY, you can see here we do have a bit of an ascending triangle. Here's this top line. Here's the higher lows on each pullback, and just starting to break out here. So the only thing is not really doing it on volume. You can see here we had a big volume down day, and these follow-through up days have been less enthusiastic on the volume side. So, and the dollar just continues to get smacked down here. You can see it sinking. And I've mentioned that a number of times, how we've really broken here. We've lost support, which was in this area right here, 2475-ish, and we're just really just breaking down here. So this should be good for gold. I don't think gold did much today. We'll take a look at that in a minute. But we had a nice day, nice couple of days during the week here, and nice up days, and it's a position I've got here on a swing trade. And yeah, but the dollar continuing to get sold against some of the other currencies. Let's take a look at it on a weekly basis just quickly. And yeah, you can see here we're back down to levels that we didn't see back prior to 2000, late fall 2018 is where we could be headed here. Yeah, so emerging markets, gold, Those are the kinds of things that do well in this with a sinking dollar. Let's take a look at the VIX. Noted the SPY was up yesterday, but so was the VIX. And you can see here again, we had an up day on the VIX, and despite the fact that we had up days on the SPY. So this is a bit of an anomaly. Usually you don't see the VIX and the index is up. So this is kind of a bit of a red flag here. People are starting to maybe reach and lock in some profits using options, thinking that the markets are pretty extended, which they certainly are in terms of valuation. So maybe a little bit of concern about whether the markets can go higher or not. So, and here's this is the TLT, obviously, price of bonds as yields go up, price of bonds drops. So you can see here TLT dropping. And again, let's take a look at it on a weekly higher level time frame. So you can see here, this is an area where there's been prior support, and it looks like based on price action here, we are probably going to break down here, RSI below 50 now, and you can see here stochastics when they're below 50. Quite often any kind of rally usually fades, which is what you see here. So I'd be watching TLT. If you felt so inclined, you could either short that, or you could the opposite is the TBT, which is the just a ETF you can buy to go short the 20-year Treasury. So there's an option for you. Volume was pretty stellar today. The only thing is it doesn't move a lot, but that's an option. And you can see here stochastics heading up, RSI strong. Yeah, so it looks like we're going higher, and yeah. So quickly, let's take a look at what did well today. You can see here SPY breaking out, but the consumer discretionary not so great. Communications, again, technology leading us higher. Communications, technology, industrials struggling here. Materials falling off. What else? Healthcare, again, continuing to be strong. Energy had a really good day. So we had this massive run up, and then this flag pullback. We're pretty much on this trend line right now. So maybe continuation move with energy higher. Financials, of course, financials are going to do well in a rising interest rate environment. So I would be watching financials for a breakout here. So just a few quick charts before we sign off here. You see GDX is a position I'm in, and we've had a nice bounce back here after this engulfing candle day. And again, we didn't do much today, kind of just really just didn't change hardly at all, 0.03%. We were up on the day. But again, we pulled back to this 200-day moving average and held it. So as long as the dollar stays weak, I think this could go higher. And I'm sticking with the position right now. Stochastics are turning up. MACD is crossing over here. RSI looks like it's flattening here, but hopefully we'll get another kick higher. So interesting hold on that one. All the EV stocks sold off hard today, but then all of them came back. So I won't go through all of them, but Ride, Lee, XPEV, all finished the day higher after gapping down significantly and then just ripping back. So question is, where are they going to go from here? And we're probably going to do some consolidation sideways for a while, but big volume day. We'll probably have another update tomorrow. Yeah, the Vietnam ETF, mentioned this on the weekend. Again, it looks like we've had some choppy price action here. Monday, Tuesday, and had a nice day Wednesday. And I can see or expect with the US dollar weakening, and again, as I mentioned earlier, shift of some manufacturing out of China, which seems to be a bit of a trend going on, and Vietnam's going to be the beneficiary of that, so I'm expecting that to continue higher, so I'm holding on to that. And yeah, so that's it. Hope everyone's had a good day today, and we'll look forward to the rest of the week. We'll watch the interest rates. Obviously, we'll watch the US dollar, and those two indicators are going to tell us which way we're going to go. And if we continue to grind higher through the rest of this month here, which is traditionally a good month for stocks. And again, this is my book on Amazon, How to Swing Trade. If you haven't checked it out, we'll there it is. So we'll see you hopefully in the Bear Bull Trading Room in the morning, pre-market show starting at 8:30, and that's live on YouTube. And then we'll trade the market open 9:30. Have a great rest of the evening, everybody. Bye for now.